So, hello guys, welcome back. So, I'm now presenting to you a deck profile for Buster Blader. Doing Buster Blader deck profile, so it's like a fun build that mainly you just don't want your opponent to summon monsters on the extra deck. Then do a lot of plays, your combo. But note that this is not the Guard Dragon build, but that's what I'm trying to build in the future. New build for Guard Dragons.
It's time to do.
So without further ado, let's get to the main deck. So main deck starting off with 2 copies only of Buster Blader. So I run only 2. Some people run 3. 2 is like for me the best number because you don't want too much of Buster Blader in hand, it really breaks. So yeah, 2 Buster Bladers. One of the new Buster Blader, the different effects, so you just really need to run one of him. It's like another copy for the other Buster Bladers, so more or less you run 3. So yeah, just one of the other guy. 3 copies of the Searcher, Buster Whelp. So it does normal summon, add a Destruction Sword card. Normally what you add in this build is the trap, or if you want to extend you can add the other tuner for the deck, which is this guy, Destruction Sword. So if I can control a Buster Blader, equip to this card. Then what really this card does is it extends plays if it's equipped, you can special summon it. But what it really does for the lock is equip it to a Buster Blader, then they can summon monsters for the extra deck, from the extra deck. So that's what you really want to do. That's the end goal. You need to equip this to a Buster Blader monster. Either your Buster Bladers or the fusions. You can equip that. To further extend our plays, we run 3 copies of Jester Confit. So what it does is just special summons itself for no reason. Just special summon this card. That's it. So it's like a free level 1. Then you'll see later why I can combo this thing out. So another fourth copies with other extenders will be a Glow Up Bulb, Jet Synchron, and the Hackworm. Hackworm is like the 4th copy of the Jester Confit. It's only good for turn 1 plays, like if your opponent throws no monsters, pero summon this card from your hand. But once per turn, you can swarm the field with Hackworms, but no. This card usually breaks, so you just run 1. 1 Jet Synchron, extending plays, 1 Glow Up Bulb, extending plays, or just try to build a board, then trying to bait out the opponent for Ash or something. And for hand drops, we run 2 copies of Veilers and 2 copies of Maxi. Nothing to explain here. Veiler stops things, Maxi for your opponent. If you ever get a break or they face you change to go second, yeah, stick this card to it. That's it. Nothing to explain there. For extend plays, we run 3 copies of Where Art Thou. What it does is, if you control a level 1 monster, you can add a level 1 from your deck to your hand. If you want normal, you cannot normal the card, but when you add it, or other copy of the card you added, you burn 2k. So what it does is, you special the level 1s, activate this, you search. So, like special Jester Confit, activate this, add a searcher. That's it. You continue your play from there. Climb. For the spicy cards, we run 3 copies of Temple of the Kings. The effect does, if you activate this card, you can activate 1 set card for this turn, a trap card. 1 set trap card for this turn. And I'll explain later the effects of the trap. This really helps set up your plays if you have the right hand cards. It's basically like, if it's in the hand, it's good. If it's not, you can still do other stuff. But basically what the deck does is do on all this crazy 2-card combo stuff. So, 3 Temple. To stop hand traps from your loops, you run 2 Designators. Supposed to run 3 but don't have the 3rd copy, but 2 is still good. If you see it, you see it. That's it. For 1 Nose, 1 Foolish, 1 Instant Fusion, because I run 1 Instant Fusion target. It's kinda weird, but it's a target. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 of the Hornet Bits, because what it does is you get actually a level 1 monster from this, a level 1 token. So yeah, level 1 token, then use where the, yeah, you know where that goes. RPs for the another back row, because stuff back row still works. Soul charge, because it's game charge. You win games, game charge. One desires, because just one. You can still banish stuff, but it's probably not worse that you banish all the Buster Bladers, but still good. Plus cards, then one for one. So extend plays and trying to bait the Ash. So yeah, that's it. That's all it for the spells. For the traps, you only learn 5 traps. That's related for the deck. 3 copies of Prologue, 2 copies of Memories. Prologue does this really is what you want to resolve. Memory is just for the fodder on the graveyard. So what Prologue does is you activate this card, you dump a Destruction Sword card and a Buster Blader monster as cost. Dumping is really a cost. Then, if it resolves, we summon the Synchro, the Buster Dragon, which I will be showing later. This card is what you usually want to dump with this. So if this card is in the graveyard, as long as you have the proper materials, you can banish this card, then a Buster Blader and a Dragon, or any materials for fusion that this Buster Blader. You summon a fusion monster with it. So like, you banish the Buster Blader and Dragon, you summon the fusion monster. So that's, normally you do this on opponent's turn, then you go off from there. So yeah, pretty much people just scope from this because they have crazy effects. So other effects for Cradle. So what Cradle does is you discard the Destruction Sword card, throw summon a Buster Blader from deck. So pretty much if you're dead with your hand, but you have Cradle, so yeah, you go a Buster Blader. Still you can still do plays from this, but normally you just want it to be dumped with this. That's it for the main deck. On to the extra deck. We run 2 copies of Fusion. So the fusion effect is all Dragon type monsters your opponent controls is switched to defense upon summon. This card gains 1000 attack and defense for every Dragon type monster in the opponent's field and graveyard. Dragon type monster opponent controls cannot activate their effects. That's the thing, they can't activate effects, it's a lock. Then also, this card does piercing damage. So even though they're all set to defense, it gets the attack, then on your turn you can just swing for just high damage. So yeah, it does piercing, so yeah, that's the good thing. This really locks the opponents out because your combo with the fusion would be 3 copies of Buster Dragon. So what Buster Dragon does, it makes all your opponent's monsters Dragon types. Yes, Dragon types. So like all the Ygo-Ocg that require warrior, let's say Goki, they're not warrior anymore, they're dragons. So yeah, they get locked from there. Then also what it does is once per turn, per card, you can if you don't control a Buster Blader monster, because when you summon a Buster Blader, the original Buster Blader, from your graveyard to your field. So you need to have this Buster Blader monster. So yeah, you summon that, after that go off from your place. Then on your opponent's turn, you can target the Destruction Sword card, then target a Buster Blader monster on your field, equip that card to it. What normally you do is you target this in your graveyard. You have this in your graveyard, effect, opponent's turn, equip this card to it. No monster effects, no extra deck. That's it. That's a lock. A lock right there. Very, very solid lock.
That's great. Still great.
Other extensions for the deck. For the side deck, we run 1 copy of Abyss, because Abyss negates the special summons a tuner if it deals battle damage. Then 1 copy of Bane. What Bane does is basically you tribute summon a monster, other monster you control, then special summon a Red Dragon Archfiend monster from your graveyard. This is also rated as a Red Dragon Archfiend monster. So yeah, so you use from this, you get a tuner, synchro from this, you summon this, tribute another monster, get this back. So yeah, you basically get 3k beat sticks on the field. And most decks can't really go over 3k beat sticks. This card can negate once per turn a face-up card on the field. So other than you have disruption, you can also do another disruption which negating stuff. So kind of it's annoying. It's kind of really annoying to play around. Then also it doesn't die as long as this have this, as long as you have something to tribute out and some of this back in the grave. Always good. Other card I run would be this King Calamity. What normally I did from the other builds was summon this on opponent's turn. Because what this card does, if this card synchro summoned, your opponent cannot respond to the activation of the effect. Also, opponent cannot activate cards for the rest of the turn. Face-up cards on the field can activate their effects. If this card is destroyed or leaves the field, there's someone a dark dragon type monster from graveyard. So special back to Bane, special back to Abyss, special back from this. Also, if this card destroys a monster by battle, it burns from the original attack. It's a 4K beat stick. Good to have big beaters. Other monsters I run would be this Starlight Warrior. So they say how can I summon Warrior? I have the link monsters for it. Later I'll be showcasing later how I summon this. Because I summon this. Formula Synchron. Summon this with Needle Fiber. Then from Needle Fiber and the Dragon, I summon this. Stardust Warrior. So what does is if an opponent's monster special summons, so you contribute this card, negate the summon. So basically you can negate links or they do some crazy inherent summoning. So yeah, tribute this card, negate. Then Formula Synchron, Synchro Summon, yeah, you know, draw one. For our instant fusion targets, I only one run Nightingale. Yeah, but it's just an instant fusion target. It's much better if you have the Thousand Eyes Restrict, but I don't have access to Thousand Eyes Restrict, so I'm using this. Yes, a level 1. Then where Earth down, you know where that goes, 2 card combo. Links 1, Link Rebo. 1 Needle Fiber, because Needle Fiber, then summon any the Formula Synchron, the Synchron and Dragon. There, Stardust Warrior. That's how you get the Stardust Warrior from this. Opponent's turn, Stardust Warrior. Then 1 Ib, because Ib protects your Dragon at the fusion. You can do this with just 2 cards, a field with Dragon, and a negate. Then 1 Boral Sword. Because you can do OTK plays if ever you get to do turn 1. Somehow their board can still be breakable, you can still push for game. Boral Sword. So yeah, I guess that's it for the deck. Side deck, pretty much I didn't bring the side deck. I have not prepared a side deck for this. So yeah, basically that's all for the deck. Sir, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on this channel right here. So yeah, peace.